Hi everybody, welcome back to another week of No Fear Cooking with Magda, Blaine, and over there's Babbitt. Got a haircut, didn't you, since the last time? You're looking, oh, show that bow, yeah, pretty nice. Yeah, have a seat, it's a little taxing for you today. Hey, listen, today, you know what? It's starting to get a little bit cooler, just a bit, just a touch of coolness. And we have got some good apples that we got from up in North Carolina, and today we're gonna make a 3-bowl apple cake. We're talking simple, easy. We're talking no fear, everybody. This is truly a no fear recipe, and you are gonna really, really enjoy it. Now, why are we doing this today? Well, you see, most times the apples come in maybe September, October. Yeah, but today is our daughter's birthday. That's right, today is Sarah's birthday, and we're giving a shout out to our daughter. 26 years ago, she popped into the world. Well, I didn't want to pop. It was sort of a grunting and groaning. I remember that night. Wow. Anyway, this is all for her. It's her favorite cake. We love it. It's a great, simple, easy recipe. You're going to enjoy it. We got Fuji apples for you. You're going to use a 9x13 grease pan, and that oven's already set at what, Magda?
350.
350.
So I should go start the fun.
Right. We start early because you know what? This is a fast recipe. So, Magda, get started, and I'll get into the ingredients.
I know. Let's have fun.
For today's recipe, we're going to be using the following ingredients. In the first bowl, we're going to have 4 apples, peeled, cored, and diced. We're going to be needing 1 3/4 cups of sugar, 1 1/2 tablespoons of lemon juice. For the second bowl, we have 3 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and a dash of salt. And for our third bowl, we will have 2 eggs, 1 cup of oil, and 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract.
Hello. Let's have some fun with apple season. And one of our favorite desserts when we have apple season, it's the 3-bowl apple cake. And as you see, we have literally 3 bowls, 1, 2, 3. And please measure everything before you start to mix, and start your oven 350. It's going to be baked for about 45 minutes. And I start my apple with number 1. I'm going to, again, it's going fast, easy, and delicious. We've been doing this cake for many, many years, and it's one of our favorite of the house. And being Sarah's birthday, this I'm going to bake for her. So I'm going to cut the last apple. I already have 3, and I'm going to cut the last one. And this is, I found it's easier and faster way to cut an apple. It's a little bit waste here, but you can eat it when you're done with coring the apple. And I'm going to cut it very small pieces. My nice gadget I like is not working on this because the pieces of apple will get too big. And I don't want them too big, not fine, but just a little bit smaller pieces. The 3 apples are already there. Like I said, it's a fun, easy, very fun for children to help. And especially if you go to pick them up at the farm. We went at a Skytop apple orchard. It's about 30 minutes from our house, and you can find now all kinds of apples. They have them. We couldn't taste them, so we got one of apple that it's a little bit sour, but this is the Fuji. They have them. They're sweet. They're perfect for and they'll keep the form in the cake. So the apple is done, all 4. And let's see what's next. Oh, next is going to be, I'm putting this away. Next is going to be finishing the apples. I'm going to do bowl number 1, putting the sugar. It's 1 cup and 3/4 the sugar. And if you like to substitute or use something a little bit less or more, do so. And a tablespoon and a half of lemon juice. And just stir it very fast because we'll come back to it. And this is number 1 bowl done. I'm going to move. The sugar is good and really nice mixed. Again, you would be surprised how fast. I did my apples last night, covered them with a little bit orange juice, and they'll stay nice and fresh. That's my take on to make it easy. I'm having the flour already here, measured 3 cups. I'm going to have a tablespoon and a half of baking soda, and I'm going to mix it together with the flour, the cinnamon, and a pinch of salt, and it's ready. Look how pretty it is, the flour here. And it's already mixed, bowl number 2. I'm going to go individual for every bowl, so you'll see how quick and easy. I'm leaving number 2 here. I move to number 3, and I already beat the 2 eggs. I have them right here. Let's pour them in the bowl. They're already mixed. 1 cup of oil. I'm using vegetable oil. If you like maybe another oil, go for it. I don't know another one, but I like that one. It's light. And vanilla. And mix it well. Give it a good mix. And that's always the preparation for the cake. And number 3 bowl is ready. So look, took about 3 minutes to mix everything together. If you have it measured and ready to go. And I like to do that. So number 3 bowl, it's already mixed here, the oil, and the vanilla smells good. It's going to smell so good. So I'm going to pour it on number 1 bowl, and I'm going to scrape every little bite here from it. Pour it on the side. I do not need this anymore. I'm going to mix it with number 1 bowl with the apples. Give it a good mix with the sugar in here. Vanilla already smells good. The lemon juice is going to help with the baking soda to get our apple cake really nice and fluffy. So it's good. Smells good. Apple season is the best because you can go to the farm and pick your apples. Let the little ones go pick them and let them help with the cake. Always in the kitchen, let them help. It's a present for life. Now, bowl number 2, going number 1, and we have already mixed the number 3. So let's put it a little at a time. Meanwhile, just so you know, I got my baking pan that is going in the oven ready. I oil it, and I put a little bit of flour in, so when this is done, it goes right in. It's one of the easiest cake you can have for any occasion, but definitely now with the apples, and I love fresh apples. So this is good to have a cake once in a while, and for a birthday it's always good, for friends, family. Last one, and this is done. And also, it's not a big mess when you do an apple cake. It's very easy, and you don't have to mix it with a mixer. Just give it a good stir, and it's going to be delicious, nice and moist. It's already smells the vanilla together with cinnamon. Cinnamon and apples always goes good together. Bake some apples for fun with the little ones. They will love to learn how to bake apples. It's easy. So I'm all good, all mixed in. Doesn't have to take more than about a minute of mixing. And as I said, I have my pan ready. I shake the excess flour out, and now I'm ready. So let's put it in. Oven is ready at 350. So this is a little bit, the consistency not very soft because the apples and the flour are not really pouring easily. But if you're going to just give it a nice tap on the top, just going around, and then put it in the oven like that. Just like this. It's ready. And in 40 minutes, your house will smell so good. When your children comes from school, and it's not very expensive also. Remember, if you go to pick up your apples, they're a little bit less expensive, and it's an easy cake, not very hard to do and not too expensive. Your children will love the smell when they come from school. So have it ready, or family or kids. Surprise your parents. That would be even better. Surprise them with a nice cake. Doesn't look a lot in, but it's ready. I'm just going to give this one like this. It's ready to go in the oven, and we'll come back when it's done. I'll tell you how good it is, and you'll sorry, you cannot smell it. So it goes in the oven for 45 minutes, 350.
Well, Magda, this looks beautiful as always.
The smell too.
Oh, my word. Hold on, I better check my Apple Watch to see if I have enough steps today that I can have some.
Oh.
Yep, I can have a piece. Go ahead.
You'll have a piece.
Feel free.
This is my mom's plate from
Really?
Romania.
Really?
Yes, and I love them. All this in honor of Romanian family and friends, and because they are made there,
Will you give me a piece of the apple?
I will,
Okay.
right here. Smells very good. It's delicious. Prăjitură foarte, foarte bună cu mere, ușor de pregătit, delicioasă. Veniți la noi să vă învățăm. Bye-bye.
Why do you like this cake?
Because Romanians used to love, in Romania, we used to make a lot of apple cake.
Really? They make 3-bowl apple cake?
No,
Oh,
a different
so
version.
So you gotta learn a little something from us here in the States here, okay? Hey,
Yes.
listen, folks, manja manja. We'll see you next week.
It's delicious, and look how nice.
Keep talking, Magda.
I love it,
Yeah.
love it. It's my favorite cake.
You said that already.
Poftă bună. Till next time, manja manja.
I'm eating more. I'm eating more.
The cinnamon.
Oh, no.